Rian Johnson is aware of you've done your schoolwork. He is aware of your conversant in the murder mystery genre, and he is aware of what you'll and cannot expect. He additionally is aware of you've seen his last film, Knives Out, and is aware of that you'll be keyed into what tricks he has up his sleeves for its sequel, Glass Onion. However, instead of amendment the sport entirely and do one thing larger and a lot of eccentric, he largely hews nearer to what worked thus well the primary time around. You'll solely reinvent the wheel once, after all. Of course, it helps that the first film was most fun to start with. A subversion of a genre that had gotten stale and foreseeable, stuffed with deliciously made characters that were as simple to like as they were to hate. With Glass Onion, Johnson, who once more writes and directs, picks up the world's greatest detective Benoit Blanc, Daniel Craig, and drops him into another secluded location to unravel another contradictory murder. Whereas in Knives Out, it had been a run-in family. Here it's a bunch of unauthorized disruptors that square measure indebted in a technique or another to their loaded helper Miles Braun, Edward Norton. Think about Braun as Elon Musk if he were able to suppose over a pair of steps ahead at any given time. The secret sauce among Knives Out was in its varied forge. And Johnson has affected gold once more in Glass Onion. Kate Hudson is Birdie J, a sunk model/influencer whose laundry list of problematic statements is one in every of the film's best revenant gags. However, World Health Organization was bailed out multiple times by Miles. There's Dave Bautista's Duke William Frederick Cody, a sort of Alex Jones/Joe Rogan applicant, and his girlfriend Harddrink, Madelyn Cline. World Health Organization see Miles as their price ticket to high status. Someone Lionel Toussaint, Leslie Odom Jr., is Miles' chief someone. So there's prophetess complete, Janelle Monáe. World Health Organization was suddenly and unexpectedly cut out of Miles' company recently. Braun invitations the disruptors and Blanc to his non-public Greek island for a mystery story party. And it's here wherever Johnson throws his characters into the liquidizer and also the fun ensues. He well establishes every character's quirks and personalities, and why they might have a giant enough axe to grind to commit murder, although it's not clear World Health Organization the primary victim are till concerning the halfway purpose. However, if Glass Onion falters, it's within the characters that Johnson has assembled. Every of the actors performs genially, a lot of on it in a very minute, however they're painted with too broad a brush. And a few merely linger within the background, whereas the action takes place around them. The script and also the dialogue still contain Johnson's signature humor and politics. However, Knives Out burrowed deeper into the inner workings of its characters. Yet, the mystery story facet of the film is its biggest strength, because it unravels layer when layer of exposition in a very method that improves on the already high watermark of the primary film. That being aforesaid, Monáe and Craig square measure the clear highlights here. While not giving for free plot details, Monáe's character goes through a monumental shift when the murder is committed that may cause you to need to instantly rewatch the film to examine if any tells square measure visible. And Craig is clearly having the time of his life as Blanc, unraveling the mystery in his own signature vogue. Whereas Johnson has established adept at creating films of assorted genres. I wouldn't be mad in the slightest degree if he continued creating Benoit Blanc films for the remainder of his career. Knives Out given the Thrombey family as an illustration of the broken Yankee discourse underneath the Trump presidency. And there's the way to scan Glass Onion as another figure for Trumpism. Every of the disruptors/murder suspects is toadyish in their deference to Braun's whims just because he holds the monetary keys to their futures. Johnson keys into their acquiescence. That provides the narrative backbone once the murder takes place. And it's no stretch to match the characters to any or all of the Republican enablers that allowed Trump to fester and ravage the country. They smear Miles privately, however lack the backbone to mention otherwise publicly. Of course, there's additionally the apparent scan as a Critique of geographical region jejunity and insecurity, that works equally well. As if the film wasn't attractive enough with its story. Johnson employs many distinctive visual tricks to stay the viewer endowed. Cameraman Steve Yedlin, who's worked with Johnson on most of his films, makes the film dynamic and exciting. There's a sequence round the Midway Purpose that includes a beacon that unfolds as a superb piece of obstruction. Rick Heinrich's production style is delightfully dense. Particularly as we have a tendency to get to explore the island and every one its eccentricities. And Jenny Egan's costumes, another highlight of Glass Onion's precursor, function pitch perfect. Representations of every of the characters' inner and outer lives. One of the fun of experiencing Knives Out was in attending to a packed screening and savoring all the twists and turns of the mystery. With Glass Onion, Johnson has partnered with Netflix and, whereas the film can have associate degree Oscar-qualifying theatrical run, it'll primarily be scene reception that is certain to diminish the fun Johnson has meant. It may be demoralizing once a filmmaker replays the hits once creating a sequel to their own film. However, Johnson, Craig, and everybody concerned square measure. Clearly having most fun that it jumps off the screen associate degree becomes incomprehensive expertise. Thanks for watching my video. Please like, comment, support, and subscribe my YouTube channel.